guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So this weekend we had Super Saturday. First time we've had the South African teams back and playing. I must admit, I watched both games and I thoroughly enjoyed them. I've watched most of the Super Rugby from New Zealand. Really competitive, highly excellent games, great skills on show. I didn't watch as much Super Rugby AU from Australia, but I did watch the finals matches and the semi-finals and some of the season matches. Also, great entertainment, very fast rugby, and it was a great showcase of international of domestic rugby, and it really goes to show how it really makes a big difference when the stars are available and the big players are available, especially all the crowds in New Zealand was brilliant. But I have to say, it's nothing beats having our local teams back. It was just so entertaining to watch. I watched the games by myself, but I just thought it was just good to see it. I can't explain how good it is to see South African rugby back on TV. It was just a great day. It was a great day all around. The games, I was quite impressed. I wasn't expecting much from the games. I thought there'd be a lot of drop balls. I thought there'd be a lot of handling errors, a lot of fitness issues. I did see one or two fitness issues, but I think mainly it was mainly to do with altitude. But yeah, what a great showcase for South African rugby. That first game at Super Tri-Fest between the Bulls and the Sharks, I must admit, the first 15 minutes of the Bulls were just absolutely amazing. They just shredded the Sharks apart. I think the Sharks took a while to get into the game. I think when they finally started getting into the game, it was fairly evenly balanced. But I think the Bulls had really won in the first 15-20 minutes of that game. They'd won that game. It's very difficult to claw back that kind of lead. But for me, the Bulls are playing the kind of rugby that I like the Bulls to play. A bit more forward orientated, excellent tactical kicking, good set pieces. It was a real well-oiled machine. Jake White has really brought something different to the Bulls. Look, there were a few players in the Bulls like Birger Erdendahl from years, a real journeyman for the Bulls, great servant for Bulls rugby, and he was dropped, and it was quite a difficult, because a lot of things were changing under Jake White, but maybe the Bulls needed that. They needed something to completely clean house, and really Hendricks at centre was a master stroke. I think he really brought something really different. Great wingers, but yeah, but just overall having Dwayne Vermeulen there, it was a well-oiled thing from the Bulls. From the Sharks' point of view, I've always liked Lukhanyo Am. I think he's probably one of the best 13s that are currently plying his trade in the world. But yeah, I don't think they've got anything to worry about. I think they'll eventually. It's essentially the first game of the season. They really have nothing to worry about. They were missing Apelile Fassi. I think he's injured for the rest of the season, and you could see they really were missing a really good rock solid 15. And Makazole Mpimpi, Sabun Corsi, they were missing all those, like the superstars in their backline. So yeah, I don't think it's anything that the Sharks need to worry about. They've still got excellent props. Thomas du Toit and Oxen Chair, I think, are excellent props. I was not happy that Lisa Gaboko, also one of my favourite players, is injured. I'm not even going to see him in the Green vs Gold game. But yeah, overall, it was an entertaining game of rugby. Second game, the Stormers versus the Lions. Obviously, the Bulls winning that game 49-28. And then the next game, we had the Stormers versus the Lions. I think the Lions, you can see the Lions are rebuilding. I think of all the South African sides, they're probably the most well-oiled from an attacking point of view. Under Elton Jantjies, who I think is one of the best attacking number 10s in the world. I think they're in a building phase. I see Ruan Dreyer back. He's never really been my favourite tight head. You said that's tight head. And I just think he overextends himself too much. And I see when he was playing for Gloucester, he did exactly the same. It was Gloucester that he was playing. He did exactly the same, still overextended himself, and it's just a little bit frustrating to watch, especially against, like, you go up against Frans Malherbe, who I think is just a little bit overweight. I could see that. He was really sucking in the big ones. And you could see when he was taken off in like the 35th minute and he came back in the last 10 minutes, he really is 10 kilograms overweight. But yeah, he's one of those players that starts the season off like that, and then he starts building into the season. So he's one of those players like a Mako Vunipola or a Billy Vunipola that have to keep playing to stay in shape and have their skill level at a perfect level. I could see by the end of the game that the Stormers probably, for me, it seemed like the unfittest team of the day. Of the three franchises, they seemed like they had the hardest time with the fitness. But yeah, overall, Damon Willemse had a great game. But yeah, it was just entertaining. It was just nice to have frickin' South African rugby back. It has been so long, and it's been so, we everywhere else has started, and it just seems like we haven't started, and now we finally have started. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, now that was such a great weekend. I don't know if you guys have got to watch the selection for the green and gold team, which is this game this coming weekend. It's like a Springboks kind of trials. And it was real schoolboy kind of rules, and it was really nice to see how they were choosing their players. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that this weekend. I think it's going to be absolute cracker, but I'm probably going to do a preview before that game of the players and the teams, and how I see what they're going to try get out of the green and the gold team, because they do have some young players coming through. That was other thing I could say about the Super Saturday, was the young players, the young talent that is coming through South African rugby is sublime. And for a long time, we haven't really seen that talent in years past, and now we've seen loads of young guys coming through, and these guys are under 22. They've got great careers ahead of them, and I think the future is good for South African rugby. I think we've got the pools and the players to come through. But yeah, guys, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and it's great to be back on doing videos. It's great to be back watching South African rugby, and yeah, here's hoping that we get a bit of fitness in, so we can hopefully make the rugby championship. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but let's hope that we actually can play the rugby championship this year. But yeah, guys, have an absolutely wonderful week. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.